half dig today out in Lancashire. So the weather is 50% sunny, 50% rain, so we're in the 50% rain bit, so let's hope it gets a bit better today. I'll flip the camera around. You can see the halves are all ready and waiting to go. Plenty of us today, plenty of land, and hopefully we will get some good finds. Anyway, I've been given some feedback by one of my friends and his dad, so that's Jason, his dad, to try and make these videos a little bit more humorous, see if we can get some fun. So anyway, I've decided now that All Metal John's going. As my nickname being white-haired and white-bearded is the Colonel, for those of you that eat chicken, you know why, then I'll refer to you lot as my troops. So okay then troops, let's get out there, let's find something good, and let's have a great day. Okay? Wish me luck. Well, our first find of the day is a watch. Looks fairly modern. I'm right on the path here, so this could well be just something either somebody's dropped or been thrown away and it's been used in the rubble. But anyway, it rang up a little bit weird. I think I don't know whether I've hit it or whether that's the stones that I was moving around it. But anyway, I'll stop talking. I'm right by the side of a main road, so this is going to be very noisy. Well, anyway, there's the first thing. It's sort of junk, but pretty junk. Okay, on to the next. Well, the next find is some strange bit of coppery stuff. Not quite sure what that's off. It's very odd. Something's broken off something or what, but it rang up nice, being copper. But anyway, it's basically junk, so on to the next. Well, at the bottom of here, I think we have our first coin of the day. So let's have a look. It looks pre-decimal with that patina. That wasn't me that hit it with a spade. But let's have a look. That's a Queen Victoria. So that's always nice. And Queen Victorias, when they get old, seem to all crust around the edges. So let me just give it a quick clean without damaging it too much, and I'll get back to you. So there we go, and it's just dried off a bit now. You can see it's 1895 1 penny. If I flip it over, they just about, if I can focus it for you, make out Queen Victoria. Okay, that's great, so on to the next. Well, this was ringing up a 3839. I'll take you through the settings shortly. And I just threw a handful of soil out and I can see something right there. I think we've got another little coin. This is great. Let's have a look. See what this one is. There we go, Mr. Baldy. Okay, I can just see the figure of the king pointing to the right with his impersonation of me with his goatee beard. Let me just give that a clean and I'll come back to you. Well, there he is. I think that's in focus just about. So it's Edward VII. Turn him over, and I think unfortunately, not moving, you just see the 1900 something on the penny, and the bottom bit is corroded off, so we may never know exactly what year that was. But anyway, it's another coin, it's another find. On to the next. Okay, I'm not quite sure what this is. It feels heavy, lead. It could be a fired bullet or something similar. Squashed at one end. Rang up nice, but unfortunately it's pretty much junk. I suspect it's just a fired bullet. On to the next. Well, quick run through the setup today. Pretty straightforward. I'm in field mode. I'm on the G in terms of the programming. I'm on M3. I've got the sensitivity set up to 25, and if we move along, that's just me stopping from interfering with the rest. And so I'm on volume set at 3, tone set at 6. I probably won't bore you with much more. So pretty standard, simple setup. Seems to work when in large groups and on a damp and drizzly day, although thankfully the rain stopped, so it's getting better. I've just stopped for lunch and thought I'd do this, but that's the setting I've been on all day, and it's good to see that not really a number of people now starting to disappear. Still one or two in these fields. We've only got to the boundary of the hedge that you can see, the wall that you can see all around and in here. So plenty of land to have a go at. I've seen a spearhead come up on the website from this field, so there has been plenty of history here as well. Right, so let's stop babbling on and let's get going. So this is the next item up, and I think it's off a parasol or an umbrella. So this is the bit that the sort of wires fit into when it sprays out. So slightly different find. Still pretty much junk, but yes, at least it's something. Okay, on to the next. Well, I almost gave up on this one. You can probably see how deep the hole is. Just grab my pinpointer, and it's below the length of my pinpointer. So, and then eventually I found it's just slightly here in the side wall. And for all that effort, I just got this. I think it's a button or a pin. There may be some. I can't tell. Can't tell whether there's some writing on it or whether it's just the corrosion. Anyway, that took me 15 minutes. I think I'm due a rest now. Pity I don't have any beer. Anyway, on to the next. Well, I hadn't moved far, just from there all the way to here. And I've got another strange object. Unfortunately, it's broken. I may have done it myself, but some kind of cog. It's made of brass, looking at the ends, quite shiny. But anyway, wonder what that is doing in the middle of a farmer's field. Who knows? Okay, on to the next. Well, I did a bit of burrowing for this. I think my pinpointing's a bit out, but anyway, this is what came up. 100% sure what that is. It's certainly got some pattern on it, but exactly what it is, I have no idea. Anyone seen anything like that before? Please leave something in the comments. I'll try and get a close-up for you. Well, it's been a while since lunch. Had nothing but junk, and then as I turned this one over and took a pile of soil out, I could see, if you see this, oh, it's just about to split open, so there should be a nice imprint. Yeah, there's a nice imprint. So that's a threepenny bit. Don't know how old it is yet, can't tell. Let's see if we get all this off, see which monarch it is. And there's the sort of thistles. And I think it'd be better if I showed you as well. I'm not sure. Could be Queen Elizabeth. I'll just give it a quick clean and see what I can see. So I don't know if you just see that 1938 threepence from King George. Okay, oh, gone out of focus. On to the next, there we go. Hello, and it's roundup time. I basically detected until I could no longer swing my arm. So anyway, I gave up after, it must have been a good 7 hours detecting. So you do get very tired. Anyway, I thought I'd move back outside so I don't get told off by my wife again for using the conservatory table. And so let's have a look at what we found. So quickly across the table, so I've basically put the sort of junkier junk on the left, the sort of this may be something in the middle, and then a few more interesting things on the right. So I'll switch camera now and let's get a few close-ups. Okay, so I'll try and keep the shadows out of the way. So as you can see, going from left to right, loads of junk, some strange farm machinery I think that rang up well, lots and lots of other stuff. I can use one of these, can't I? One of these copper strips as a motorbike goes past. That was strange. It rang up well. I thought it was iron, but of course it's not very rusty, so we're not sure. This is lead, aluminium, lots and lots of bits and pieces. It looks like a copper screw, but not quite sure why it rang up so well. And this little copper thing, so this definitely was something. Don't know whether it was a handle or for a drawer or a teacup or something, I don't know. But anyway, plenty of that, and each one of those was me digging a hole. So yeah, you have to remember all that takes time. Okay, let's go to the next bit. Okay, so on to the next few little bits. Here we've got just looks like a grommet or something that's come off there. First I thought this one was a button, but when I cleaned the back of it I saw there was a screw thread, so it screwed into something, so just a cap off something. I think you saw me dig these two up. This one could be off an umbrella, but it could also be a screw, but I can't see any screw thread on it, so I'm presuming it's off an umbrella or a parasol. Chunk of lead which looks a bit like a bullet, but again can't be 100% sure that that's what it is. But anyway, it's got that one and this tiny little thing. Remember, all these are dug up. At first I thought it was a percussion cap. It may be, but anyway, who knows? It'll just go in the junk drawer. And finally onto the sort of more decent finds. I don't know if I showed you digging this watch up. I've had a look at it closely. Basically Japanese parts made in Hong Kong. A bit of a tourist thing, nothing on the back. I did clean it and it just says stainless steel. So I think that was just a bit of a touristy thing. Next one was, I think you saw me dig the wheel, which broke, but some of it had already broken off. Still not sure what that's to. Tiny little button, so this is off a cuff or something, but again, nothing in terms of decoration or anything on it, so it could be off a cuff or jacket. This one I wasn't sure about. Wasn't sure whether it was costume jewellery or something that was an emblem. It was clearly, like on the back you see the pin there, so it fixed to something. Could even be the top of a costume jewellery ring or something like that. I don't know. Any clues, let me know. And then the coins. So at least we got 3 coins, so 3 different monarchs. So let's get that one into focus for you. Oops, there we go, into focus. The first one being George VI, the threepenny bit, threepence, from 1938. You can just see the thistles on there and 3 pence. The next one, this is Mr. Baldy, as I like to call him. Let's get him in there. Mr. Baldy, Edward VI. He's even got a goatee beard, just like me. Must have ate at KFC. And the next thing you can see there is 19 something, because the bit that's rotting off is the final of the date. So let's assume it was 1903, 2. Your choice, you decide. And finally then, to our oldest monarch, Queen Victoria. You can see this one, she's got the veil lid, so this shows that it's one of her later coins. And if we turn it over, we can get to see the date, which is 1895. So just before, hard to see the sun shining on the back of the camera, 1895 penny. So that's about it. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that short video. If you did, I'd really be happy if you could hit the like and subscribe button. It's free, and it'll notify you when I bring my next videos out, which hopefully will be soon. So for now, it's goodbye. Have a great weekend if you're in the UK on the bank holiday, and I'll hope to see you soon. Bye bye.